Hi, and welcome back to Georgette School of Business and Life. If you're new here, like, subscribe, and share with all your friends so that you can give them the valuable content that I hope to provide. Today we're going to be talking about 5 ways to stay resilient in a crisis. I'm going to first start with this story time. It wasn't too long ago that I found myself in a crisis. And if you look at the date when this video was recorded, you can agree that our world is definitely in a crisis right now. There are multiple things happening at the same time that each in themselves can be deemed a terrible crisis. But I want to share with you a time that I went through where I had to stay resilient in a crisis, in hopes that sharing that can help you stay resilient in your crisis. It was several years ago, and I found myself in a dangerous relationship that I had to end and exit quickly. It was myself and my 2 children, and we found ourselves homeless. My best friend was kind enough to allow us to stay in her basement as long as we needed to, and that was a blessing. So one night, as I was sitting at her dining room table working on my paper that was due that day for my business law class for my MBA program, I realized that I was not going to finish. My headspace wasn't there. It was difficult to concentrate just due to everything that was going on. I had to send a heart-wrenching letter to my professor and let him know that I was not going to finish on time and that I needed an extension due to some personal circumstances. He was gracious. He gave me the extra time. I did finish that assignment. But what happened was my grades were not good enough to stay in the program. So I had to drop out of the MBA program. And so that was really difficult for me to realize and to accept that I would not be able to finish due to what was going on in my life that I had no control over. It was definitely a crisis. So what did I do? I'm going to share with you 5 of the things that I did that helped me stay resilient in a crisis. The first one was to connect with my Creator. So I'm a Christian, and that will come out in pretty much everything I do. And the first thing that I did in that situation was connect with God. He's my Creator. Just like anything you might have around the house that might break, sometimes it might say, for manufacturer's warranty, send back to the original manufacturer. And so that's what I did. I contacted my original manufacturer. He comforted me and showed me my purpose. He showed me the bigger picture. He showed me what was at stake if I didn't bounce back and become resilient and do what it was he was calling me to do. And that was my MBA program. And so I encourage you that if you find yourself in a crisis and you don't know what to do, the first thing is to contact your original manufacturer. He can fix you. He can tell you what's broken and help you become resilient. Way number 2, revisit your why. The reason why I was doing the MBA program was because it was something that I didn't think I could do. I had so many things going on in my life, and I was so busy, and I didn't think I had time or the money. It was a huge challenge. It was a huge mountain that I didn't think I could climb. So really what taking that MBA program was showing me was how resilient I really was how strong I really was how smart I really was. And that's what I needed during that time. I needed to be reassured. I needed to be affirmed in that way. So this is for the business owners out there who have lost business, who have lost maybe the entire business. Maybe there's no way that you can see that you can come back from this crisis that's going on. I want to encourage you to revisit your why. Why did you start that business? Why was it a dream for you? Was it just something you did to make money? Was it something you did because someone else wanted you to do it? Or was it really a dream of yours that was becoming realized in starting that business? Check your why. If it really was a dream that you were making come true for yourself, there's nothing that can stop that except you. If you choose to quit now, then that will be the end of it. But if you choose to stay resilient and get up to fight again another day, there's always hope. Way number 3, master what you can control. There's a lot of situations that I wasn't able to control. I mastered the ones that I could. One of the things that I did to master what I can control was to take up running. That's right, running. I went from running 0.0 miles a day to running 2 full marathons in just a few years. Yes, it's possible. Daily training, step-by-step process. But I mastered what I can control. I mastered being able to get up in the morning and choosing to run that workout for the day. You can do it too. I know things are uncertain. I know there's a lot of things out of your control right now. But there are some things that you can control. You can control what time you go to bed, what time you get up. You can control what you choose to watch on TV, what social media you choose to take in and respond to. You can control that. You have control over your time, mostly. You can choose to read books. You can choose to better yourself. You can choose to relax and recuperate and to get rid of stress. You can choose self-care. That you can control. So master those things. And you will find yourself being more resilient than you knew you could. Way number 4, be grateful. I had to be grateful for the things that I had and not think about the things that I didn't. As I was sitting at that dining room table, I was still grateful that I was able to get that extension. I was grateful that I actually did have a roof over my head and wasn't sleeping out of my car or even on the street. I had to become grateful. And I recommend you do the same. Be grateful because there's always someone that has it off worse than you. There's always something that's worse than what you're going through. So choose gratefulness. As you choose gratefulness, you will become resilient. Your situation then suddenly doesn't become as bad. So choose gratefulness. Choose to be grateful. And number 5, I had to plan my next step. Now what? What was I going to do next? What was I going to do to try to come through that situation? I had to sit down and think about it and even write it out in some cases. I had to decide what I was going to do next. And as I did that, I felt a new sense of empowerment. I felt a new sense of strength. I felt resilient. I felt like I can do this. And you can too. So plan your next step. What are you going to do now? Now that you have connected with your Creator, you have mastered what you can control, you have revisited your why, you have chosen to be grateful. What are you going to do now? you can also control that. Whether it's reflect, whether it's plan, whether it's preparing, you can choose what you do now. And as you take those things into your own hands, it will allow you to become resilient and move forward in this current time of crisis. Know that I am here for you. I want to hear from you. So if this message, if this talk, if these points resonated with you, I want you to put something in the comments. Let me know how it's helped you. And also let me know what you'd like to hear about. I would love to make videos that I know will help you. So let me know in the comments below. And just to finish my story, I did go on to finish my MBA after a short break. But I became resilient by doing the steps that I just talked to you about today, and I was able to finish. It was such a proud moment walking across that graduation stage with my 2 kids and my best friend and my parents watching. They all supported me through my process, and they saw what I was able to achieve. And I know you can do the same thing. So I'm excited to hear about your progress. I'm excited to hear about how you're staying resilient and which way really resonated with you. So just put that in the comments below. Way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me know. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. I hope this was helpful for you. If you enjoyed today's content, I encourage you to like the video so that more people can see it. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another one. And share it with people who you find may see some value from it as well. Have a great day. I'm looking forward to talking to you the next time. See you soon.